We've placed the book on a pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
For him now as if it happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You've done so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
यहाँ पे जाते हैं लोकेज। अचानक से बच्चे लोग स्पॉन हो गए भाई। हेलो ओ बच्चे, पापा आ चुके। ठीक है।
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly.
Okay.
Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howin. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting.
No.
Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
काट दूंगा उसका अगर मेरे को छुआ इसने।
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
ये खा।
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news.
खाना
He
दिया
seems
करके।
very nice.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast.
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Vision ready to be interacted. ये खा। But say.
The Neasels really took to you.
तू भी
They
खा
know
भाई।
a good egg when they see one.
तू भी।
As do I.
सब खुश रहो।
Where is our new student?
ये रहा।
There you are. I would like a moment, please.
मैडम, मैं वैसा नहीं हूँ मैडम। हाँ, टीचर्स पे I don't hit. But अगर तुम कोपचे में बुला रहे हो, ठीक
Sir,
हाँ।
you wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Very beastie. Nervous.
It was all right, but honestly, I find the beast's unpredictability unnerving.
Wouldn't know it the way you handled them. You'll soon learn that properly controlled beasts can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly. Stumbling over dead beasts? Terrible waste of resources. Be on the lookout for my owl. Psst, psst.
हाँ,
Over here.
बोल।
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
हाँ जी। मैं ready हूँ।
You've intrigued me.
Yeah.
Very
I'm
well.
ready.
Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
मैं अकेले जाऊँ?
Stand back.
बुलमर ड्रैगन आएगा। ये इसका राइड है? हाँ जी।
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
मुझे दे यार 1 किलो।
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
वो खुद डक करेगा ना शायद। मूवी में देखा था। वो भी करता है शायद। और? हाँ, ये याद है मेरे को।
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
एक साथ दो खाया बे? पेड़ भर गया। सेल्फिश, सेल्फिश। मेरे को भी लेके उड़ता।
So, what did you think of Highwing?
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you?
Huh?
I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as
मैं मार
well.
दूंगा.
She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
जाओ. चलें.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You...
सारे cuties मेरे पीछे बड़े भाई. इधर जाते हैं. और बोलो सर. लेट आ गया इस क्लास में.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I
Trolls मारे
certainly
थे.
wasn't expecting a troll attack.
My recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
ये मैंने देखा हुआ है.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue.
मेरे को क्या
Why
मिलेगा?
would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a reward. I will teach you a particularly useful spell. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahamora, that's how. You'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom, and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Time for some Allahamora. चलो चलो चलो. Oh, finally मैं locks खोल पाऊंगा अभी.
Hello, Hamora.
Oh, direct जाना पड़ता है. हाँ?
Anyway, I'm not afraid of Goblin Rebellion. My marks in Professor Hecat's class are superb. I don't think that's what that class is for.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh goodness, you're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this.
ठीक है.
I am determined with your help to discover the identity of my tormentor.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
Track.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
Plus
I
one.
am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. Please.
Harry Potter. Name is Harry
Watch your
Potter. झुकेगा नहीं साथ. Eh, तेरे से तो बात करने आया था.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am. And I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
I'll retrieve, chalo.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
ठीक है.
I'm ready.
चल.
Good. There's no time to lose. Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it? I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
हाँ? बे इनसे तो कद्दू ना डरे है भाई.
Witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her... A dead Ashwinder. Our compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Better show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door. Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
मेरे को लड़ाते रहेगा क्या उसको?
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose.
Accio! Stupefy!
Marvelous strike! Flash of inspiration!
Expelliarmus! The beasts are safer now. That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
Ah, what was that sound?
Confringo! I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you.
ये खुद गड़बड़ लग रहा है. इस पे ही धोखा लग रहा है मेरे को. Room of requirement. यहाँ पे जाते हैं.
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork.
Huh?
Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
ये क्या है?
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
I have been thinking about
Beasts?
something Professor Howin said in Beasts class. That I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time.
You see, the room knew exactly what you needed. And luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Okay.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll. Levioso! Professor Howin will never believe this. I rescued a jobberknoll. Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Levioso! It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. You'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Okay.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But not enough room to let them out here. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
Huh? Yeah.
What exactly did you think of?
Heavens! Oh, jeez.
You've done it!
Oh! Good ka magical place.
Look at this. It's amazing. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home.
Okay.
Oh. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example.
Okay.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Done. Acquire and use here.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
Easy, bhai, chalo.
When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of snowfort.
एक भी fail नहीं हुआ मेरा.
Well done!
Thank you.
Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Sebastian.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits.
Okay.
Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Chalo.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Ye bimar
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But
we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Kya hua isko?
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, uncle, tera kya problem
Excuse
hai?
me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
No problem. Yeah.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. You've made your last mistake.
ये कौन है भाई?
Far from
I confess. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts
ढूंढना
exactly.
पड़ेगा.
It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Yes.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house.
Yeah.
There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganrock. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you...
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts. Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Oh.
Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
ये तो नहीं था पहले. क्या ये?
Anything helpful in the note?
Nope.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Indian accent. Oh, ये वो है.
Highwing.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
कर देंगे.